Nice. How's it going, everybody? Nick Daniels here. Yet again. Just making sure the roads are clear. We're good to go. Anyway, so we're doing a bit of a vlog, rant, more of a vlog, whatever you want to call it. I'm selling off all my game systems. I've talked about this a little bit in another video, but I want to go a lot more in depth on it. This fellow walking here with a safety stick in it. Actually, he's carrying a stick. Wow. Literally just had, like, the safety vest on. Alright, let's keep going. It reminds me of yesterday, I fucking ran over a piece of wood. And I was, like, I was, like, getting right scared. I was like, oh, God, like... I always hope they just don't cause damage to the car, right? So I don't know what the hell that was. Like, anyway. But yeah, so I'm selling off the Xbox One, Wii U, N64, Super Nintendo. I guess you could count the iPad Mini. But anyway, well, I'm selling it all off, and I'm telling you, like, gaming nowadays for me has just been very, like, unfulfilling. Like, my God. You know, that's the biggest problem. Like, gaming nowadays has, in my opinion, has lost what it had for me years ago. Back when Skyrim first came out, 11/11/11, right, is when it came out, November 11th, 2011. Dude, I was hyped. Like, okay, when Fallout 4 came out, I was hyped. Like, right, there were games. I mean, those are two Bethesda games, but like Halo, like Reach, I was stoked. Halo ODST, I was stoked. You know, there are some classics that I was quite enthralled for. And nowadays, it's actually quite a shame because they announced Fallout 76, and I'm not stoked because this multiplayer aspect does sound cool, but I just don't know how I'm going to like that. I've always liked Fallout for its single-player aspect, and I think, kind of in retrospect, I think waiting it out and seeing the actual game is going to be the logical step here. When you're kind of iffy about a video game, when you're iffy about a movie, when you're iffy about something, the best thing to do is just kind of wait, because the fans will give it to you straight, and that's what I like. So... something in the middle of the fucking road there. Anyway, so yeah, that's the idea. Like, I'm gonna wait for the user feedback and kind of see. Like, obviously, we all know how YouTube works. As soon as that game drops, people are making YouTube videos about it day one, right? How to do this in Fallout 76. Fallout 76 gameplay part 1. And you'll see just like hundreds of thousands of views on it, and you'll see it for yourself, and you'll get a good idea of, okay, this is what the game is. Right, and if you made the right decision or not, which at that point, of course, you could buy it. And you would still have a good time, but the player base is high because it's just come out and it hasn't died off yet. Since it's an online game, that's obviously going to happen eventually. But yeah, so and that's the biggest thing, right? Like, I think they've definitely lost their hype for me. For other people, it's probably just intensified, if anything, and that's awesome. But, you know, there was a guy I was watching the other day, you know, Wings of Redemption, I think it's supposed to be his YouTube name is, but there's all these joke channels that make fun of him, and so I was watching one of the joke channels, and they played a clip from his stream where he was talking about how he only plays Call of Duty for the money and nothing but the money, and then he gets all pissed off because he only got a $1 donation the entire time he played, and he's like, well, this was a colossal waste of time. He's like, I only made $1. And I'm like, dude, like, I've been playing Call of Duty, and like, I never made a penny playing Call of Duty. Well, I guess technically I did, but you know what I mean? Like, through the YouTube AdSense, I guess I made a couple bucks. But it's just kind of funny when people keep that mentality, like, YouTube, it's all about the money, it's all about the money. Like, man, I was making gaming videos because I enjoyed them. It's just after a while, I just didn't enjoy them that much anymore. I noticed my content, in my opinion, was not unique. That was my... way to cut me off there, bud. That was my biggest criticism, was my own videos I felt didn't have their own flavor to them. I don't find a lot of gaming videos do either, actually, and that's, again, like, you know, you're talking personal opinion, but, you know, I watch, like, you know, a YouTuber play Gears of War. Okay, Gears of War 4, right? So, you know, it's pretty classic. You get the gameplay going. You may or may not have the face cam. The face cam's usually in a corner, and, you know, there's like some room behind them full of all the kinds of pop arts or whatever, or whatever. And then other times they do the green screen, so it's like in the bottom of the screen, which is what I was kind of doing at times there. And yeah, it's interesting, in my opinion, how people do that, because a lot of times, again, they just look identical. They look very similar, and I didn't find there was any flavor to them. I'm like, and in all honesty, unless you liked the gameplay I was doing, you probably weren't watching the video. And that's the big problem, is like, if you're not watching the video, right, like, I don't have your interest. And if I'm not playing a game that you like, I don't have your interest. So in my opinion, it was pretty friggin' evident that, you know, I need to switch it up. Hence why we do vlogs. Right? Vlogs are pretty universal, in my opinion. And what I mean by that statement is anybody can watch them. Anybody can like them. Right? Like, I work with people that, you know, at the tech company I work at, none of them are my age, or one guy's my age. Everybody else is older, right? And they're not all gamers, but most of them are. So that's a good sign. And you're going to work in many companies where they're not going to be gamers, right? They're going to be just like your regular guys that aren't into gaming. And you're like, hey man, like, I make gaming videos, all right? That's cool, but they might not watch. And then you feel like, hey man, like, I make like rants and stuff. Like, you know, I go on my camera and, you know, this is what I do. You know, you might notice some interest, right? That you're not going to see with the gaming channel. And that's my point. Like, that's a thing, believe it or not. Man, I'm getting fucking tailgated hard, by the way. I know it's really hard. It's probably hard for the GoPro to see through because my back window is kind of fogged up a little bit still. But that black car has just been completely on my ass the entire time coming through that road, and it's been really annoying. Now we're coming up to the highway here, and it is a passing lane. We're going straight to a passing lane here. I'll guarantee you, like, $100 he flies by me, because I'm only going to go 105 on 100 zone. Right? I'm not clearly not going to go fast enough, so there's going to be a problem. But anyway, let's do it just in case. Hold on. Yeah, there we go. Cruise control, baby. But yeah, like I said, at the end of the day, that's what it is. I'm not really enjoying the video games. I feel like they're more of a chore than anything else. Somebody commented that the other day, the Eric Spencer fellow there, and I fully agree to that comment. Like, you know, if it's a chore to you, then you're clearly not enjoying what you're doing. And that's just the way it's done. Oh, here he comes. Oh yeah, he's flying right up to me. But yep, there's the pass. But yeah, it's just funny that, again, like, it's just I've done this before, and I came back and I was like super stoked to come back and make YouTube videos, and then of course I didn't, you know, I didn't get into it for a long period of time. And like I said, I just find the gaming content is not enjoyable, and that means making the videos isn't enjoyable, and then just the whole experience isn't enjoyable. Bottom line. So, thank you so much for watching, everybody. We're going to have to see you in the next video. Leave your thoughts down below if you want to. If you don't, not a big deal. And we'll see you in the next one. Cheers.